Well, in the studio, I'm joined by TRT World's Sally Ayhan, who has been taking a closer look at the newspapers here in Turkey and how they've been reacting to this result. Good to have you in the studio, Sally. So, what stands out for you?
Well, it looks like so far, I haven't got all the newspapers at hand yet, they're still coming in, but most of the newspapers that I've picked up this morning are in support for the yes vote. There has been some comments in terms of detesting these 2.5 million votes that they say were unstamped. Comments also by the CHP leader about how this was a rigged system, that kind of thing. But let's start with first the Hurriyet. That's the mainstream newspaper here, the most popular newspaper. We've got Yeni system, that means the new system. Of course, we know that this is a whole new parliamentary system to come into effect, or presidency system, I should say. And further down here, we have Ata Alan Üsküdar'a geçti. Now that's a quote by President Erdogan. He's saying basically the horseman has passed, which means it's already too late. So if you think that it's wrong or it shouldn't happen, then it's too late to even suggest that. There is comments about how the YSK, which is the election monitoring body, failed to actually make sure that this election was foolproof in terms of those 2.5 million votes that they say that the CHP leader said that went unstamped. So there's concerns about that. This is supposedly a neutral newspaper. It's controlled by Doğan Group, which also runs CNN Turk. So those are the main things. Also, we've got Binali Yildirim down here. He's saying that no one has lost this referendum, which is interesting to say that his role, of course, will be redundant. Eventually, the PM will no longer be in power under this new system. Now, we've also got the Haber Turk here. This is a business-run newspaper, but it's probably a little bit more pro-government leaning. What we're seeing at the top here is Erdogan's victory. It also mentions the potential referendum for the death penalty, and it talks about the 17 provinces. It also talks about the MHP leader. It's obviously the nationalist leader, which is more prioritising being Turkish before Islam, perhaps. And this is saying, the leader of the Devlet Bahçeli says that this is an important achievement and Turkey belongs to all. So very much nationalist agendas for both of those papers there. We've got Ortadoğu, which is actually the only openly pro-MHP newspaper, I'd say. It's not a very widely read newspaper, but again, representing those ultra-nationalist views. So while some people might be supporting the AK Party by putting their religion first, people that follow the MHP would be putting Turkishness first, so to speak. So there we have images of people getting to the polling stations by boat. We have people being flown to the polling stations as well to be able to vote. So they're really representing, I suppose, the regional communities of Turkey and how they went about the voting process. Now, finally, we have, I suppose, what I've seen so far this morning, the most anti-yes newspaper. So this is the Sözcü, and it's run by the CHP, or it supports, so it leans towards the CHP. It's got a fairly strong message at the top here. What you can see is Erdogan's eyes. Now, what's quite distinctive about Erdogan's eyes is that they're blue, and of course we know that Turkish eyes are often dark, and it's kind of this sort of dark-looking blue eyes looking down on people, and the title of the newspaper is do you have a clear conscience? You know, are you happy with this decision? And can you walk away suggesting that this is okay? And it's also got images of the videos that went viral yesterday about people trying to cheat the election system here. And it goes on to suggest that it was a rigged system. So we're going to see various different opinions, I think, come through the newspapers over the next couple of hours as well.
Sally, very interesting. Many thanks for that. Sally Ayhan there, looking through the Turkish newspapers.